going on, my brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Shit, man, all good, man, all good. You know, trying to survive COVID, bro. You know,
I hear you on that one.
you just got done from the gym, right?
Yep, I just got out the shower, so.
Hey, my man. Look, I wanted to make sure you had time. You didn't have to rush. You know, I know how it is. You try to shower, eat, get something in, and then try to do show before. So I understand. I was like, let me try to get off your time schedule.
Yeah, I left work. I left work on time actually for the first time in a long time. I was like, man, let me get the workout in.
Yeah, I feel you. That's what's up.
Get that cardio.
Shit, what you had to do today? Just cardio?
Nah, I did chest and arms today. So
Man,
we switched it up.
okay.
Actually today, Hamid, my buddy,
Yeah.
he's coaching me. So he told me, he was like, man, I'm just gonna have you do chest and arms
Yeah.
day, and then do back and shoulders every other day. So
I feel it.
at this point, things don't really matter. So
yeah, man, you gotta let go. Like I said, let go of the arms, man. Keep slow, man. I'm trying to tell you, go with the Hulk, man. Shit. Man, you got the other thing, like them arms, man. I mean, I was like, damn. I was like, those are the clever arms. That's what Clubber Lang wanted back in the Rocky movies. That's Clubber Lang right there. Right there.
Funny thing is, that was my favorite Rocky movie.
Yo, that shit was mine too. Yo, look, the missus swears up and down. She swears that Mr. T. She thought Mr. T. really hated Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
The way he acted, she thought that's literally like he hated him like to his soul. I was like, nah. I was like, they were friends. Like that was just hell of good acting.
They were all friends. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Clubber Lang, that was the nitty gritty brothers. And my man, he was doing the pull ups on the ropes, man.
Oh yeah.
I think after I saw that, I went out and started doing it myself. I only did 3. I was like, hell with this. I was like,
you know, when he started grunting though, when he kept doing the pull ups, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's like, oh man.
Yep.
Getting it.
Right, bruh. I was like, man, I ain't doing shit with my life. Like this, man. This is how you be a champion. You gotta get some ropes, some. Matter of fact, don't wipe down the walls. We need all the dust bunnies and everything.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, look, it's been a long time coming, man. I mean, shit. I think you knew my wife before I came across you, man, and I think that was like, that was like many years ago, man. So,
man.
You know,
I think I want to say like 2011, 2010.
Yeah, because she was on the Instagram. She was on the Instagram joint before I was. You know, I came in late. So,
because I remember she was friends with somebody I knew, and I started following her, and then she was competing too, and I was like, oh man, and everything. So I was like, all right.
Yep. You know, you know, we all trying to get it. And that, you know what? And that's why, to be honest, that's why I created the NevaStop. Matter of fact, it's funny because the NevaStop actually used to be called Strong Soul, which was my fight name, you know, back for MMA.
Right.
And so then I switched it, you know, after I stopped fighting, you know, and the personality, the characteristics, like my wife would tell me that I have, was someone that just keeps on going. I was like, yo, everybody has that. Every athlete, everybody who has a goal, dream, that's passionate, they have that go-getting tenacity, you know, that's in them. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what better way to somehow create something that connects everybody, you know? And even ones who have low self-esteem that may want to do something, you know what I'm saying? They might be around people that telling them that you can't do nothing, downplaying them, you know what I'm saying? And they need the group like us to help uplift them, be like, look, I don't know you, but I know what you're about, man. We family. Let's get it, you know?
Right.
And so never stop, you know, is just, that's the mantra. That's the way, that's what it is. I mean, male, female, shoot, it doesn't matter who you are. If you got it, you got something that you want to do, then why not get it? And you got a team, a family like us to back you up.
Right, man. Like, that's the funny thing about it too, is like at one point, everybody that's like us, they were told they couldn't do anything, and then they sit there and then they prove them wrong, you know.
Most definitely.
And it's a good feeling, you know. It's like, you know what, I can do it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell me all you want, but you know, I'll be stubborn. And
no, that's the best time to be stubborn.
Right.
He's like, oh, I sucked in school. I sucked in basketball. Period. I sucked at it. And people would be like, oh, I knew it. I personally knew it. But the moment that somebody tell me, oh, you can't do this. All right, we about to start practicing 24 hours all day in the rain, in the snow. Let's go. And when we meet up, I'm about to disc you. I'm about to fry you on this court. You know? Right. Yeah, about to be pulling moves I never did. Like, you know? Shit. But then the next day you ask me, nope, can't do it again. I do that one time, but just to prove, like you said, to prove you wrong. That's what it's about. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there, man. There's a lot of people out there that are doing it themselves. But sometimes I feel like if you go down that road, it's a dark road, you know? It can be a very dark, lonely road, and sometimes it actually can occur in a bad way, you know? You start pushing loved ones away. You start, you know, transforming into developing a character that isn't friendly, you know, if you don't know how to control that side, you know. And I feel like with like people like you and I think we know how to turn it off. Like, all right, gym mode, competition mode is on. The moment we done, all right, we switch it off for that period of time to express the love, affectionate side to our loved ones, family, friends, whoever. And then when it's back to work, we turn it back on again.
Right.
You know, but I feel like there's a lot of people that don't know how to do that. And I kind of feel like it's like our job to demonstrate it. Like you got your shows coming to show, all right, you know, I'm not doing this 24/7 all day, every day I go to work. You know, I got to have my work mindset on, my work face on. Then when I'm off of work, now it's the gym face up. When the gym's done, now, you know, I'm a man to my girl, or, you know, I'm a father to my child, or, you know what I'm saying? I think we show that, you know, so.
It's a balance too, because, you know, it's like, you got to know how to balance, and, you know, it's almost kind of like you're like a robot in a sense, you know, and like people, you know, they're like, man, how do you do it? How do you stay so disciplined? I'm like, man, it's just like being in the gym, man. You do the same things. You do a lot of reps.
Yeah.
And it becomes muscle memory. And, you know, you're out for a while, then you come back and it all comes back and hits you again. Like, same thing outside of, you know, everyday life, man. You just, you know, it's one of those things. It just takes time, and you just got to know how to go through it.
Definitely.
You know? It's not going to be easy, but, you know.
What in this world is easy that you want? You know,
right now.
Shoot. Well, like I said, my man, you know, it's been a long time coming. For those who don't know you, please introduce yourself to the world that, you know, that may know you, and those who don't know you.
Well, you know, it's pretty simple, man. I'm just really a simple person, man. I grew up, you know, watching my dad work hard. My dad still does to this day. And that's where I kind of got the sense on how to develop a good work ethic, you know. I mean, his parents, I'm not saying like they were like rich or anything, but they were comfortable in a sense, to a point where, you know, they could do some things and stuff like that. But at the same time, I thought my dad had to, you know, work hard, and then like it kind of fed off of me.
Okay.
So I just used it, as as my source. My dad was always telling me, it's like, man, he's like, you need to pay attention and what I'm telling you with some of the stuff, because you're gonna, and when you're on your own, and it's like, a lot of stuff I remind them, every now and then when I talk to them, I'm like, hey, like, look, man, like, I was like, I remember everything you told me.
Right. It's still here.
But I mean, it was. I mean, I grew up playing hockey too, and like we talked about before, was that people telling us we couldn't do anything. So it's like my mom, even to this day, she found this letter I wrote to myself saying like I'm gonna accomplish this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, and this stuff. I told her about it.
Right. Wow.
So she told me she found it and she read it to me, and I'm like, well, I did that, and I did that.
Bucket list.
And it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, it's crazy. You see, like, everybody wants to be like Mike, and they want that work ethic and that drive, and it's like, even though he's great, I mean, you can still have his work ethic. You may not be great at something, but you can be really good.
Right.
And then, like, that's what Hamid and I, that's how we kind of blended together, like, really quick, because we used to work together.
Okay.
And him and I, we just had this bond, man. We just, we clicked, like, right away. Like, we especially trained together, and then, like, everything became intense, and, like, we would push each other so hard, and, like, he's watched my body grow over time.
Yeah.
A point where he knows what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and like there's been other people that aren't around right now that have helped me, but like he's really seen
progression
as I grew,
right?
Even like 250 pounds,
right.
But it's one of those things, man. I trust him, and like him and I, we push each other. Even though he's in Florida right now, still push each other, even though we're 1,000 miles apart. And like we still have that same work ethic. And it's almost like he's still in the gym with me, even though he's not.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's crazy because I actually started following Coach myself from your posts and everything, and I never, like I said, I never met him, and he seems like a very, not even seems, he is, I can tell he is a very passionate, caring dude, and like it's just looking on the outside, you can tell like y'all are like literally brothers. Like when they say you can't pick your families and shit like that, and blood is thicker than water and stuff like that. Like truly, like y'all are brothers. Like truly, like you said, Florida. Was it? Where you at? Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Indianapolis. So it's like it don't matter. Like y'all don't skip a beat, and it showed because you competed. How many weeks ago was that you competed for the nationals?
Yeah, that was what, I think 3 weeks ago. I think.
About 3 weeks ago, and then you did one before that, and just from that, your transformation, man, I could tell from the jump. I was like, yo, this is different. Like you getting like it's like each competition. It's like Highlander. Remember when they did that old movie where they killed one and then they got stronger, killed the next? Like, bro. I was like, yo, your body transformation, like you look good. And then this one, I was like, yo, top notch. Like this one will beat this one automatically, and it excites me because then it's like, damn, and this is what couple weeks in between can do. And y'all are in different states. Shit, I can't imagine what Vegas would be like,
Yeah, man, it's crazy because he also like he lets me put and put my input in a little bit.
Yeah.
To a point where, you know, just to kind of float an idea to him. It's not like I'm like taking the reins on it, but it's just, you know, because we both have experience with it. And, you know, he might be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. Or he'd be like, no, we don't want to do that. You know, we want to, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no point. You know, so like, yeah, he knows his stuff. He does his research. I mean, had experience. He's been at, I think, I've been at every national show he's been at.
Right.
That he's competed in, and I think it's like 4. He might get mad at me because he's watching right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
But yeah, man, like I'm telling you, this one go around, like this next show next week, it's gonna be a lot different. I mean the tweaks that we made for this show, it's gonna be good, man. And then the way we and everything, it was perfect. Hopefully this time around, like there's no delays for the show, because I was backstage for like 8 hours, literally. Stage. So
that's crazy. That's crazy. 8 hours. That's crazy. Like by the time you get ready to go on the show, you'd be like, I don't even want to be here no more.
Right. I was afraid to fall asleep backstage because I was afraid I was going to miss getting on stage.
Yeah.
Because the show's not cheap. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they make a good profit off of it. So I was like, I'm not trying to waste this money.
Yeah. You're falling asleep. Yeah.
I would doze off for a little bit, and then I wake back up, and then, you know, I'm so busy. Then I him and be like, hey, you know, like I still feel good, this and that. Like keeping up, like he was out watching all the other competitors and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
You know, we you know, it was fun, man. Like that was the best experience I had at the national show.
That's good.
One before that same show actually 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that didn't go well at all. So
yeah.
But it's gonna be good. We feel good about it. And I think we're gonna bring it home. So bring it home. So
damn right. Yeah, speak that shit into existence. I'm excited for y'all. And shoot, I want to ask, like, how long has it been for you since you started on this journey, since competing? Period. On the stage, like, how long has it been?
I first started in 2014. I did bodybuilding. That was all I did. Men's Physique, I think, had just started around. But I always wanted to do bodybuilding. And so I started out, I was a welterweight. And then I went down to, I think it was, I can't remember what was below welters. But no, I did welters twice.
Okay.
And down to lightweight, and I was lightweight twice. So I was down to like 150 pounds on stage.
Wow.
And then like I took like a whole year off and gained 100 pounds. I was pushing some serious weight, you know, a few years ago. So
man, like you tell somebody, oh man, yeah. Most people be thinking, oh, I got cut weight, man. Nah, I got put on weight. How much you put on? 100 pounds. What? Like, man, that's a hell of a lot of steaks and potatoes.
Oh man, you should have seen. I had maybe like for like 2 or 3 meals, I had like 2 cups of rice, and then like the last meal I had like, I don't know, I want to say like 10 ounces of white potatoes and stuff like that, and I had that for like 4 months straight. I was so tired of the potatoes and everything.
And look, and that's what I wanted to ask you. How, for those who have trouble with this, what would you say to stay motivated? Like, because I feel like that's a lot of people's issue. Matter of fact, I don't like to use the word motivation because that seems like it's an up and down word, you know. But like, what would you say would be your biggest thing, and how would you say, how would you tell people like how to stay consistent into like if they want to lose weight or gain weight or anything in life? What would be your recommendation?
I mean, usually, I always ask myself, what's my purpose? Like, what am I doing this for?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I've got my days where I don't want to lift, and or I'm too tired to lift, or I'm not motivated to eat the food.
Yeah.
But like, I always ask myself, what's my purpose?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like even when I'm prepping, I'm like, why did I choose? What made me decide to cut all my calories and go into a caloric deficit? To get ready for the show.
Yeah. I could be eating a burger right now.
Right. And I can eat some burgers. So
Right.
yeah, it's I always ask myself, what's my purpose? And if you can't answer that question, then I don't know what else to tell you. It's like we constantly tell people, it's like, man, it's all about repetition. Again, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, it gets tiring, but at the same time, the end result. You saw people's progress pictures. You saw my changes. We changed what we had to do with the food and the workouts.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be an end result, and that end result is my pro card.
Right.
So I'm going to cut my carbs. I'm going to do 20 extra minutes of cardio, and it's one of those things, man. You just got to know it's going to happen. You can do it. It can get done.
Yeah.
And that's how I live it, man. I love it, man. That's great.
No, that's beautiful, man. Because I mean, shit, you said you've been at this since 2014. You said.
Yeah.
And so 2014. It is now about to be 2021. So we're gonna round that. That's what 7 years? About 6-7 years.
Yep.
So, and to be able to consistently prep late night workouts, early night workouts, go to work, watch what you eat, compete at a show, don't get the results you want, compete at this show, don't get the results you want. Like, to continue with the same drive or more drive is amazing, because most people at this point, maybe the first 2-3 times, they'll be ready to stop, move on to something else. You now, when we use the word manage, you purposely been sticking to your vision, your goals, your path to getting this pro card. Yep. And to me, that's not even motivation. Like I said, I don't like using the word motivation. I like to tell people you have to be obsessed.
Oh, most definitely. My thing is, I see it as an investment. You're putting all this money into yourself, to get the results you want. People invest in different stocks and stuff.
Yeah.
Get this, or they invest into a business. Same like what you're doing. You're investing into this brand.
Yeah.
And it's just a process.
Yeah.
And that's the way I see it. And it's like, I always think of like Steve Harvey,
Mm-hmm.
Bryant, like those guys. Like, I listen to like interviews and stuff. Like, even when I'm doing cardio, like I listen to it, because it's almost like you're trying to find other ways to not motivate, but like trying to find a way to kind of fuel that fire more, to keep it burning. And like, I listen to those guys too, and like it makes sense, with stuff. Even Eric Thomas, like this dude,
yeah,
he speaks the truth when it comes to getting people fired up and ready to go. With athletes, people starting businesses and stuff, like and when you have those goals, like Hamid says, I mean, nobody and nothing can stop you.
Yeah. Yeah. Truthfully, yeah, I was just reading it. I was like, yeah.
And you just like a freight train, you just keep going. You know, you just don't into it. And like, and that's the thing, man. Once I get this pro card, it's like we're not even gonna stop. We're gonna turn it up even more.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'll take a little break, but after maybe a month or so, maybe, you know, I'm gonna kick it back up in gear. We're gonna find the first pro show, get our feet wet, and, you know, go from there. So it's
absolutely. No, that's good because I mean, shit, like with COVID, right? COVID has pretty much put a damper on a lot of people's goals. Or let me say this, it has made a perception of postponing people's goals or plans and kind of like making excuses for people. I mean, you gotta be safe now. You gotta be safe during these times. I mean, shit will kill you. But it's like for people like you, me, Coach, and a few others, it's like, all right, face mask, no problem. Gloves, no problem. I'm still gonna get what's mine, you know?
yeah.
Whereas most people would be like, oh, the gym, oh, no, can't, you know, sick. We can't work out. I can't breathe with the mat. It's like, it's almost like a nauseating excuse to constantly hear it. And you almost see more of that being shown, or not shown. It's like more of that coming out of people more and more as time goes on, you know? Yep. And it's almost like you start seeing the ones who have the Black Mamba mentality, and those who are full of excuses, or even the ones who had the sprinkle of potential, they just all of a sudden just came out with excuses. Like they're just still full of shit at the end of the day.
It's like that, like, for instance, like at my job, like, I mean, granted, I know, like you said, COVID, you know, it can kill you, you know, we're not safe yet and everything, but it's like, man, like all of a sudden, like everybody's getting sick, but I'm okay. Like,
right.
Good. I'm okay.
Right.
You know, I'm good, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but like for me, I'm kind of a homebody. Not kind of, I am a homebody.
Same.
You know, I stay at home, you know, I keep myself safe. I'm in healthcare, so it's like, you know, like I do everything to keep myself as safe as possible.
Yeah.
You know, thank God I haven't been sick. I haven't, you know, haven't caught symptoms yet, and you know, but it's just like it seems like I've been the only one at work.
Right. No, it's fun.
I will work, and I'm just like man, I'm like work out later.
Yeah. Yo, it's funny. My man Walt Anderson, he just said, he's like, damn, bro. He said, bro was jacked. He's now following, so you got a follower. But you know, he actually he's a real hell of a dude, man. Like, it's funny, man. He is the NevaStop like designer chairman. He's chairman of the designing of all NevaStop stuff. So what you see is like he just thinks of the shit. like the new designs has been coming out, man. Like he's just like he said he'd be driving, he'd be at a stop sign and see something and be like, oh yeah, bam, let me design it, yeah, man. So
that's what we call creativity right there. Like,
bruh, so
like,
you see,
business.
yeah,
you'd be like, oh, well, yeah, I can make Mickey Mouse out of that. Like,
yeah, oh, man,
that's how it starts.
Yeah, and I said, so if you see him following you, that's who he is. Walt Anderson, he's real good dude, man. So yeah, but it's funny that you say that, man, because it's like I said, I go to work, same man, do armed security at a cannabis dispensary, you know, so everybody coming in there trying to get the weed, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, they're cannabis. Let me not say weed. They're cannabis, medical cannabis products. All right. And my job be hitting me on my phone, be like, oh, can you cover this day? Can you cover that day? Next week, can you cover this day? I'm like, why? Such and such sick. Such a person got symptoms. Such. I'm like, the hell am I the only one? Is God protecting me? I mean, if he is, cool, because
I'm down with it.
right. Yeah, but it'd be like, y'all remember when I want to call off now, don't give these excuses. You know, because it's like I'm here in war zone, in fire with COVID, and I'm coming out unscathed. You know, knock on wood, continue. I'm unscathed, but it's like it just shows that the level of excuses people have is far beyond, because like you said, you, myself, and a few others, we going to work, we going to gyms, we working out, we go home, we take the gloves off, desanitize, shower, clean the hands, gloves up if you're about to leave out again. You know, we do the necessary precautions that the world has said that you must follow, and we ain't getting sick. You know. Shoot, but it's crazy times, and and that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask, but we pretty much talked about how has COVID impacted you, but you pretty much, like you said, you just be safe, go to the gym, go home. So
that's the funny thing, man. I was actually prepping because I was prepping for a bodybuilding competition for a show in April in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And that was like right around March when COVID really started getting serious in the States.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, I don't know if they're going to shut this down, what to do, what's going to happen. And then all of a sudden they canceled the show and everything. I'm like, okay, so like, which was actually a blessing for me, because it allowed me to get some time off. I could heal, because again, like, I'm constantly in the gym. I don't really take that many rest days, rest. And with this, since the gyms were closed, I was able to rest, and I was actually able to like regroup mentally too, Yeah. And like, it helped me in that way. And then when the gym started to open, I wasn't even thinking about competing at all this year. Like, right. I was just like, man, I'm okay, And then Hamid, I sent him some pictures, and Hamid was like, we got to do a show. We got to compete. And I was like, all right. So literally, we started to go at it, and now we're here. And like, it's getting better and better. So it's like,
man,
pushing forward.
Oh, that's good, man. Because you can see the fire in your eyes when you talk about it, for sure. That's good, man. And I was going to ask you, how do you feel, or what advice would you say as far as, because people go to the gym, people can train this all day long, hard, pump it hard, da da da. But how important is recovery, mental recovery?
Man, it's super important. It's all part of the process. It's with the diet, weight training. I mean, your mental strength, it's tested during prep. And like, if you're constantly doing shows, you're mentally draining yourself. It's like Michael Jordan, like he went back to back twice.
Yeah.
He's mentally exhausted after the second championship, and then fighting for a third one, he's completely worn out. He's done.
Yeah.
You do need a break, and you need to just decompress and like, collect yourself, because like when you prep, you're building yourself mentally, but you're also straining yourself, trying to push yourself harder,
Yeah.
And then get that time off, take that time off, turn off your phone, don't answer, put on silent or something. It's like, even when I go to bed, I put mine on do not disturb, you know, so I don't hear anything go off like on social media or anything. So it's like, you got to do these little things, you know, to kind of help recharge yourself mentally.
Yeah, matter of fact, even Coach Hamid, he said it. He said it too. So, you know, it's funny because back when I used to fight, man, like you said, man, I would train. Like my wife would tell you, I full time was training, you know, for fights, and literally I would train all year. I have one fight at the end of the year, but we'd be training all year, no breaks, eating. I literally ate chicken, broccoli, and rice all year, like you said, all year, every day, never change it. Protein shake here. I mean, and we will have 3 a week trainings with my strength conditioning coach, and that training was from 9 to 10, balls to the walls. Like literally, they tell you 30-second breaks. We had 10-second breaks, and we would just and like it would be, and then we have our sparring days on the days we didn't do strength conditioning training. Then we will have tactical training. Like, so every day was training. And for me, it seemed like it was going 100 miles per hour. Then when it came time, and then for me, I wasn't eating. I didn't have a nutritionist. I didn't have somebody that was knowledgeable in that field, you know. So when it came down to getting ready for the fight, we have to start cutting weight 2 weeks prior, cut weight harder the week of, you know, weigh in on a Friday, fight on a Saturday. Man, I'm supposed to be fighting at 145. I've been stuck at 160 for damn near 3 months. My body is shutting down. It locked up on me. You know, nope, and nobody could tell me why. I wasn't sleeping. My sleeping pattern was off. You know what I'm saying? It was done. People telling me, people who weren't, you know, a professional in that field would say, well, go to sleep. You need to eat this, do that. But anything I did or ate or drank, it just shot me up. And I'm like, yo, I gotta cut and weigh in 3 days. And man, I think out of everybody, you know, of the schools, I was the hardest person that would train the hardest and had the hardest time cutting weight. My body was locked up, and if I show pictures, man, I'm lean. I was like Sylvester Stallone in the fourth Rocky. Like I was nothing but muscle, but I'm like, why can't I lose weight? Why can I like not lose any more weight? Why my sleeping pattern off? Like literally, my whole body chemistry was out of balance, man. And like literally, it took me after I took off. Thankfully, my daughter being born, it took literally like 2.5, 3 years for my body chemistry to rebalance itself. And it's amazing because like you get caught up in the mentality. Like literally, I was so careful of what I ate. I would barely eat anything, you know. And be like, oh, become paranoid. Oh, I can't eat that. It's too much. That's 1 grain of rice too much. Or I can't eat that because it has too much salt. Like,
I know that are like that. Like it's crazy because like, I mean, yeah, when you're getting ready for a fight or even a show, 1 gram, you know. Yeah, you don't want to mess with this.
Yeah.
You know? Like everyday life, they're like 1 gram. They're like, I'm like, you will be all right. It'll be okay. Like you're not getting ready for a show. You're not getting ready for a fight. You know, and it's like I totally understand where you come from because I'm at the point where like I tried to drop some more weight. I had to drop for my first national show. Before that show, I had 5 weeks to get ready for that show. I had to drop another 25 to 30 pounds in 5 weeks. I literally was on almost pretty much a keto diet almost.
Yeah.
And like I had literally like no carbs for like almost like maybe 2.5 weeks before I was able to get a little bit of carbs. And then I had to do so much cardio. I got down to 175 because I was, I don't know, I think it was like 207 or something like that. Got down to one. And like, it was awful. Like that was a struggle.
Yeah.
It was, you could see the look on my face. Like you could see how tired I was. And it was like that, like I had to get blood work done because I could tell something wasn't right.
Yeah.
And my blood work done. And, you know, it wasn't that bad, but it was enough to where I had to, you know, resensitize everything. And like, I I slept for a few days straight. I worked out for maybe like 30 minutes and then I would leave and go home. Like I just like at one point I just felt like when I got back from the show, I just felt like I was still getting ready for the show. Like mindset and everything, and like I was able to eat what I wanted, but like I just didn't want all that stuff. And then I'm just felt like I was still getting ready, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And you know what? One of our family members, NevaStop family, I'm gonna make sure I get the name right. Mother Teresa. Because she told me how to.
I never asked. I've always butchered it.
I butchered her name, and I told her I said I'm going to. I'm sorry, but she told me how to properly pronounce her name, so I got it. So yeah, we got it.
All right. Hamid's right though. He was telling me about her before I even followed her, and oh my goodness, this girl, like, if you want to talk about the perfect client, like, this girl is the perfect client. Like, Hamid brags about her all the time. I mean, all the time. she gets it done. Like, never seen anybody, and she's never competed a day in her life. She literally, I'm telling you, like, she's killing it. Like, when she competes, I'm telling you, she's gonna put some of those young girls to shame. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. Like, even just when I talk to her and see her stories, I'm like, again, it's like certain people just has that dedication, mindset, tunnel vision, which is beautiful. Some people you have to convince, some people you have to kind of mold them into it. She has it, you know, and you see it. Like she be having early morning sessions, I think late night sessions. I think she's a nurse, I think, or she's in the medical field.
She got 2 jobs. She works like 18 hours, like one on a Saturday or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, she eats all her meals. She does all her cardio.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold her accountable.
Yeah.
She's on point. She's gonna kill it.
Yeah. She said nurse and 2 jobs. So yeah, I mean, and like she was doing she said where she was at, it was like cold as hell. She still made it to the gym, and it was on a back day. I think I saw a video of her doing her back, her seated rows. All you saw was muscles. I was like, you know,
all right.
Right. Look, I got out of the bed and was like, let me get these push-ups in. Hold up.
I said, I got to work a little bit harder. You know, she might put on stage. So.
Right. Yo, I love it. And that's like, again, that's why, you know, the NevaStop isn't just clothes. Like I said, a lot of people, I don't want a lot of people feel like it's about the clothes, because it's not. You know, it's the family-oriented, you know, connection. Like I said, doing this, laughing, putting a spotlight shine on those who are competing, you know, around the world. Because it don't have to just be the person next door, but there's somebody else out there that's doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who might need that now I was about to say motivation, I was about to slip up, but those who might need that support, you know, they're feeling down today. They need a cheering up, you know, and I feel like that's what I wanted to do is connect to each and every one. You know, I check up on you all the time. You know, hey, bro, what's going on? You good? Yeah, you know, how you feeling? Da. You know, Mother Teresa. You know, hey, how you feeling? I see. You know, God bless y'all. You know, I'm checking on everybody. I don't see Under Armour doing that. You know.
No.
You know?
and you don't see Nike doing it. You know, you don't see Puma doing it. You know, none of these brands. You know,
Right.
but that's what makes it that much more special. You know,
Yeah.
because like you know, you have a one-on-one, almost like a one-on-one relationship with each person that comes along. You know,
Exactly.
because not only do they share the same qualities, but it's like, you know, they know you
Yeah.
care, you know, and that's why I was like, man, like, you know, I got to show some support, man, because
Yeah.
you know, knowing your wife and everything, like, I know what kind of people you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome, you know.
Yeah.
She's always been supportive, even since day one when I first started competing, and then
Yeah.
and then you, and then you
Yeah.
know, and then
Yeah.
that group.
Yeah. So if anything, I have to give credit to my wife. She's the one that pretty much started the flame on this one.
Don't worry, I'm still gonna order some meals once I get them, because I commercials of food I want to really eat, but I need to order those. So
Yeah. Hey, look, she's actually on now. She's actually on now. So Perp done bright. She just joined in. Shoot. No, man, I'm glad, man. Like I said, this has been a long time coming, man. I'm glad, to connect with you, man, see face to face, like I say, because at the end of the day, like I said, we all striving for something, striving to be the best, striving towards, getting or accomplishing, it could be whether it's in the gym, whether it's on the stage, whether it's at the job, like we all have something that we are striving to, to get or to become. And it's hard to do it when you're by yourself. Is it doable? Yes, but it's a lot easier and a lot more encouraging if you have a team behind you. And unfortunately, some people don't have that close knit team that's actually that they've known for years. You got some people who be like, yeah, I got your back, but they're not really there. But yet a stranger that you don't know will have your back, 100 times more than that person that you know for 25 years.
I mean, it's funny you say that, because I got I had a real close friend back when I played hockey, and we were tight. I mean, we almost did practically almost everything together before I even started bodybuilding, and like we hung out all the time, and like I get it. We all kind of go our separate ways a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you know, you're venturing off doing something, and then this person's venturing off doing something. You don't want to get in the way of that. You want to keep them going. You don't want to bug them.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where it's basically now it's just non-existent. And then it's like I got people from my job. I got patients even asking me all the time, "Hey, how you doing? How'd the show go?" It's like, I told you about that show, a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
always come check in on me, and I'm super grateful. It's like I don't really see it most of the time, because I've got people that tell me like, man, you don't realize how much you've accomplished.
Yeah.
But I feel like I haven't accomplished anything yet. It's like, I mean, yeah, I realized like I went from last place to a national show, then I went to eighth place at this one.
Yeah.
Jump,
Yeah.
from last to eighth, but I still felt like I didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. But
And
that.
I got these people that are the thing I didn't realize was I still had these people actually really, really supporting me and are there for me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like unbelievable.
Mm.
Like I may not have like a huge following, but it's like, those few people that actually care, like you, your wife, Hamid, Mother Teresa. I said Teresa.
Teresa.
My bad.
Teresa.
Her and many other people that I know, they always check in on me.
Yeah.
I check on them too as well, you know, and you know, I support them, and like I always like so thankful for all them, man. Like it is like unbelievable. Like I feel I'm like a professional athlete again. Yeah. Like I feel like I'm like LeBron. I just, you know, got a whole new 2-year extension.
Right. Give me that check. No, that's good, man. No, that's good, man. And that's what, like I said, I want everybody that become part of this family to feel that, you know, because you're not alone. And performances, you know, can, you know, your performance of how you go about things, you know, is based off of you, and you know, your results, you may get results based off of how hard you work and everything, and your tenacity and your dedication, but also you can get pushed even further down the road, like you said, with support, you know, a team behind you at the end of the day. And I'm, like I said, I'm thankful and very appreciative that you the first one, you know, you the first one that supported, you the first one, and literally then Mother Teresa, she kicked in, and then you know, I mean, my wife, you know, I have to say my wife always, you know, supported, you know, she's the one behind the scenes, but as far as like people that, you know, don't see every day, you, then Mother, you know, Teresa, then it just started growing, man. But it's not like, again, it's like a pick and choose. Like you have to be, in order to become part of the family, you have to be respectful. You have to be supporting, caring. You have to have these qualities and show it, you know, on a regular. Otherwise, you're just going to be a tainted seed that's going to taint everybody else.
Right.
You know, and like I say, like I'm excited, man. I'm excited for your show that you got coming up. Is, like I said, you fly out, you said, on the 9th?
Yeah. So I'm actually looking at tickets. I might end up flying out Thursday. I don't know yet.
You'll see that's why I sent your sweatpants, you know, today. They'll be there Saturday.
Yeah, because check-ins are on Friday, and mine aren't until the evening. Because actually, the show got moved from Vegas to Arizona.
Okay.
Because of the COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
So there's a 2-hour time difference. So I'm kind of like trying to plan it to a point where, you know, I still get what I need to do there done and get all out and whatnot. So
do y'all have to do y'all have to get COVID tested when y'all get off the plane? Like, get to the hotel, check in, do you have to do the whole COVID testing?
At the show in Florida, they didn't test us, but they took our temperatures. But told us we had to wear masks before we entered in to go get checked in. So, you know, it was crazy because like we were there at the show, me and Hamid were at the show, and like literally like once you got the lobby, like from where the show was at, like you had almost like 3/4 of the people actually not wearing masks.
Oh fuck! Wow.
Like I had my mask on literally from the moment I got into the building, into the backstage pump up room, where nobody back there was wearing a mask.
Wow.
I mean, I took it off when I was laying down so I could, you know, kind of rest a little bit and breathe. Yeah. And
hold.
Yeah.
Well, I say you saw.
Yeah. I mishaps on a couple times on the prep, so that's why he's telling me now.
Yeah. No, that's good. Like I said, we keep us accountable. Like I said, it's all good.
I mean,
shit. Yo, but okay, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, but yeah, baby. Well, you know what, man? I'm not gonna hold you up. I know you got to get some rest, man. Like we talked about, get that sleep. Like I say, I'm very, like, again, I can't tell you enough and thank you enough how much I appreciate having you part of the family. Like I say, it's not I don't do that. I don't call people sponsored athlete and all that stuff, because that just seems like so business oriented. You know what I'm saying? It seems like there's no connection. You're a family. Each one, again, is a family. I can't stress that enough. Family is important. Family over everything. And I'm glad and I'm appreciative for you to be the first one to help lead it, grow it. And like I say, I wish I could be there. Like shit, I'm start stacking some coins up, so I can start flying out for you and the gang, mother. I keep saying mother, but Miss Teresa. I'm just gonna say Miss Teresa. Fly out for her. Be there with Coach Hamid. Just to help y'all out. So, yeah, like I said, this is 2021 is about to blow up, man, and I'm excited to do this with you all. So thank you so much, man. Straight up.
And like I said, I can't thank you enough for your support. And that's why it's like when somebody does something like that for me, you just want to do something 200 times for them. You want to push it and help let things grow. Because it's not for personal gain, not for me.
Yeah.
Because personal gain is getting my pro card to the Olympia. That's my gain.
Yeah.
Supporting you. That's something like just genuinely. You know what I mean? And like, I wouldn't have any other way, man. And you guys, like I said, your wife, you guys are awesome. You've been awesome since day one.
Appreciate it.
And I couldn't choose anybody else even better than that, man. So,
my brother, and Coach Hamid, I got you. I see the messages. I got you. We talk. I got you on the.
Look,
yeah, he's gonna put me to work.
Brainstorming something, man. This dude, his mind, like he thinks of ideas, everything he can solve. I'm telling you, I tell everybody this. He's actually a human calculator. This dude can figure out things in his head so fast. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's the one that actually, like, he always tells people, like, he kind of has to push me a little bit to get going. And once I get going, I move pretty fast. But, like, this dude, he's done so fast, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm just like, how do you do this thing? Like,
that's what I'm saying, man. That is what I'm saying. Like, we all joining into this damn indestructible, unstoppable, like, force, man. Like I said, like we about to be like that one basketball team that nobody heard of, that small average height, but we can dunk on everybody. Like, we got all the skill set.
That's Spud Webb. That's that Spud Webb.
Right. Shoot. So, man, like I said, man, I'm excited, man. Thank you for being on, this interview, man. Like I said, there's gonna be more of this. I want everybody to know, if you become a family, member, I'm going to put a spotlight on everybody. Like I say, and stay in touch with everyone through the process, journeys, because, like I say, this is not just about me or about one person. It's about all of us, and it's just time to, take what's ours, we got one life to live, many of opportunities to take. Why not take them all?
That's right.
So, like Mother Teresa said, she said at first she was hungry, now she's starving. So, but I'm gonna let you go, my brother. Thank you so much. Like I said, everybody, make sure you follow my man in that G Baby. Follow him. I'm gonna be posting, his progress stories. Follow what's Coach Hamid's team?
It's Team Undefeatable.
Team Undefeatable.
It's in my bio, so if they go into my page, they'll see it and they can click and follow it there. So
definitely. So
that's where you can go.
Cool. So yeah, follow G Baby. Click on the bio. Team Undefeatable. That's Coach Hamid profile for all the competitors. Like I said, this is us. This is all about us. Like I said, follow my man Walt Anderson. He's 21 primetime 37. 21 primetime 37. Like I said, he's the chairman designer of a lot of the stuff that you see that I post. Like I said, he's just as part of the family. He is the family, like I say. So everybody follow Mother, that's a Mother Teresa, Trecia. Yep, I got it right. Yeah, all right, bet. And just like I said, support, follow, tag. Let's grow. Let's take this 2021 by storm, y'all. You know, be safe, stay blessed. I'll be in touch with everybody. G baby, appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
So have a blessed night, everybody. I'll see y'all soon.